Welcome to the Friday Fenix, the only news show in the world, except for all the other ones. In our top story tonight, the Department of Justice is challenging a new Texas law that restricts mail-in voting and aid to disabled voters. When asked for comment, Texas Governor Greg Abbott said, "Look, if we can't vote twice, then we're not letting anyone else vote once." The Packers were forced to bench quarterback Aaron Rodgers after it was revealed he never received a COVID vaccine. When asked about it, Rodgers said, "My plan was brilliant. The other team's defensive line wouldn't even come near me if I cleared my throat." Ted Cruz criticized Big Bird, Jesus Christ, for encouraging kids to get vaccinated, saying, "We all know that there's only one way to help children get through COVID, and that's by sending death threats to school board members." Sesame Street responded by making him their letter of the day. Anti-vaxxers are now boycotting Sesame Street and may even be coming up with their own version.
Hey folks, Large Fowl here. Today's episode is brought to you by the letter Q.
Nope. Moving on. In climate news, the most well-represented nation at the Global Climate Summit is not a nation at all, but a group of over 500 representatives for the fossil fuel industry. So if you're wondering why 500 guys with baseball bats passed a resolution requiring everyone to sleep next to a barrel of crude oil, now you know. A renewable energy company in the UK has appointed several teenagers to its advisory board, and they're coming up with some great ideas to save the planet. As grown-ups, don't you think we can do a little bit better for our kids than, I don't know, what do you think we should do? In economic news, Goldman Sachs says that prices will continue to skyrocket into next year. It's great news for Christmas shoppers because no matter what you get your family, you can say, "I spent a lot of money on that." You're welcome. Scientists discovered that penis worms used to mimic hermit crabs and hide in shells. Nowadays, of course, they're just all up in your DMs. The QAnon followers that went to Dallas to await the return of JFK Jr. are now refusing to leave, saying that Dallas is their promised land. Guys, it's Dallas. Yeah. The group is being led by Michael Protzman, aka -48, who has 105,000 followers, which is a lot. So wait, to get more followers on social media, you just have to say the most insane shit you can think of? Okay, great. JFK was killed by bin Laden. And the coral reefs are full of mermaid pedophiles, so we should spill more oil on them. Denise, how's my follower account looking? Seriously? Wow. Okay, mountains are just hats for subterranean giants. The University of Austin was formed this week by several controversial figures. It's the only university where you can get a bachelor's degree in playing devil's advocate and a master's in "I'm just asking a question." The school will be known as Cancel U for short because if you go there, you will end up publicly apologizing for something later. The city of Austin has renamed West Anderson Lane to Wes Anderson Lane to honor the Oscar-nominated director. Like Anderson's movies, the street meanders for a while but doesn't really go anywhere. And finally tonight, anonymous door-unlocked hookups, where blindfolded men use dating apps to invite other men to enter their unlocked homes and then have sex with them, are gaining popularity among gay men. Meanwhile, women continue to meet their dates in well-lit police stations for drinks while their friend sits 2 tables away in a trench coat and sunglasses. So what's the worst thing you've ever done? That wraps up this week's episode of the Friday Fenix. Join us next week because there's always more news to peruse.
Your efforts are valid, but I don't think you step up to the challenge. Your efforts are valid, but I don't think you step up.